Donald Payne. Nice to meet you.
Payne. I met you so many times.
Really?
In the clerk office when you were councilman.
Oh boy, yeah,
I come to see you quite a bit.
How's everything?
It's good, it's good. It's
Yeah.
good to see you out here.
Oh yeah. Trying to get around and make sure everybody gets a chance to talk to me and being in the community. So
I just happened to come by and they said you were coming. I just wanted to say hello to you.
oh, that's kind of you. Thanks for being so patient.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
You too. Right.
This is a student, Janaika, Union County College. This
How are
is
you?
Congressman
Nice to
Payne.
meet you. I'm fine, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
But she just recently moved here and with her family, and they're probably going to take advantage of the municipal ID. She was saying she doesn't speak English. I said her English is better than my Spanish. So if you could think of maybe some question you might want to speak to the congressman about as a student, perhaps you can ask him right now. You could help
Where do
him.
you come from?
Oh, I am from Dominican Republic.
Oh.
Yeah, but we came from Massachusetts.
Oh, from Massachusetts?
Yes.
Okay. You like New Jersey?
Yes, a lot because there is too much diversity here and opportunities too.
Yeah, it is. But now, in Massachusetts, where were you?
I'm sorry.
We're in Massachusetts. What city? Town?
New Bedford.
New Bedford?
New Bedford.
What's your name? Rodney? Yeah. I'm Donald Payne. Nice to meet you. What grade you in? Fifth grade? You had to think about it? What's going on? How's school? How is school?
Good.
You sure? You doing all right in class? What kind of grades you getting?
100. Sometimes 80.
All right. Got to keep it up over those.
I'm kind of.
Got to keep it up over those 80s, right? All right. Nice to meet you. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? What's your name? Latoya? Victoria. Nice to meet you. What grade are you in?
8th.
8th? Oh, very good, very good. So you go to, what's the high school?
No, I go to Grace Well Done.
Oh, Grace.
Well Done.
Well done. And then where will you go next year?
I might go to Low Tech. Payne.
Okay, very good. You doing all right? Hotel? What do you want to do? You know what you want to do?
I think I want to be like a construction worker, build houses.
Good. Oh, that's great. Good to meet you. All right. Roselle would be the city government. And then you have the county, Union County. And then you have the state of New Jersey. And then you have the federal government, which is the government over all of the United States. So I am the person that writes the laws for the United States. So I deal with President Obama. Like he'll propose an idea, and then he checks with us to see we approve whether he can do it or not. So we're like the check and balance of the presidency. Do you know the checks and balance of the government? The checks and balance of the government is so no one part of the government has more authority than the other. So you have the judiciary, which is the Supreme Court. You have the legislature, which is the United States Congress. And then you have the executive branch, which is the president. So each one of them has a part to play. So no one can get the upper hand in the government. Someone has to check with somebody so there could never be a dictator or someone take over the country.
Okay.
All right?
Thank
Got
you.
a little better idea?
Yes.
Okay. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
You could help us raise something to send to Haiti because you know what happened to Haiti
Yeah.
last week,
Yeah.
and we're trying to raise some.
Get ourselves together to see if we can get some since after they have been fighting a lot and finally migration, which is the South, Jacmel, and it's all gone. That of one is all gone. But we just try asking to see if we can do
Yeah, there are a lot of efforts in terms of trying to help, with the earthquake and now with the storm. I work with a guy in Elizabeth by the name of Stan Neuron.
Oh, no one, yes.
You know, yeah.
Yes.
And
He's in the
we've
Board of
done,
Education in Elizabeth.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've done a lot. We've done a lot of work with him. So if you reach out to him, I'm sure he's got some effort going now
Okay.
because he's been very, you know, as a matter of fact, worked with my father prior to me coming to Congress. My father was Donald Payne. He was his own rights, and they wanted to dictate what the laws are in their state. So the only thing they think the federal government is really supposed to be in place for is defense. So if a lot of people had their way, Department of Education would go away, Department of Justice would go away, Department of Health, Human Resource would go away. All those departments would be eliminated and just worry about the country's defense. So, you know, we fight every day to explain why those different departments are important in people's lives, in their communities, in their states. So that's the one thing we really fight is states' rights in order. So really, you know, and I'd be willing to work with you and support you in finding out on the state level, like letters of support for what you're doing on the state level, but it's really out of my jurisdiction. But I can support, if you start an effort, then I can lend letters of support, which sometimes are helpful when you go to your state legislature that they see, well, the congressman is signed on, so it might be something that we want to look at.
But some kids with mental problems, like the disability kids, stuff like that, I think that they should have more help because in some schools they don't look at that. They look at the kids who are just normal. Like they just think that those kids don't need help too. But some kids are struggling. But some of their parents don't even go to like the doctors or something like that to find out what's wrong with them.
Yeah, mental health, you're absolutely right, is a major problem. And when you look at a lot of things that are an issue, like when you see homeless people and that type of thing, a lot of times it's really, they have, you know, issues around mental health, which really